Hello, welcome. My name's Fiona. I wonder if it ever happens for you that your mind gets anxious and can't seem to get off the treadmill of anxious thoughts. Well, here's a short video to show a way you can use your creative thinking capacity to your advantage. So you can imagine times in your childhood or your earlier life where you felt comfortable and at peace, or you had moments of inspiration or loving connection. So this is done for you in this video with ASMR soundtrack to help. So I hope it helps you to find peace, maybe go off to sleep. So settle yourself comfortably and we'll begin. Waking up in Granny's best room is always the most wonderful thing. Deep, heavy, wine dark curtains over the window, and along the pelmet over the top of the curtains there are Toby jugs with their faces looking out at the girl lying in the truckle bed set up in the best room. A room with beautiful china ornaments, and a sofa, and embroidered fireguard and plants. The little girl loved the china ornaments in the glass cabinets, and she would spend ages looking at them. She could smell bacon. She got out of the truckle bed and went into the hallway, narrow and echoing, past Granny's room opposite, and the barometer on the wall, past Uncle Ray's room, the doorway slightly ajar, past Sandy the corgi dog's room, where he used to sleep before he died, and coming to the door of the living room with its high doorknob and turning it, coming into the living room, looking for Granny. She's in the kitchen, cooking bacon for breakfast. I'm just going out into the garden, Granny, she says. She steps out the always open doorway and looks around. Here, there's a large stone slab set into the ground, which covers the old well, which Granny used to use before they had taps. Which way do I go? If the girl carries on straight ahead, there's the climbing tree, the old tree that stands at the entrance to the orchard, where she could climb and sit in the high branches. But she turns to her right and goes along the path with her light feet tripping along the gravel, through the stones, round the side of the cottage to the porch where the front door is. Yesterday she'd been playing here like she always did when she came to Granny's. The porch is her home, and she's made a fire out of twigs and scattered rose petals for flame, and collected berries for food, and put them on leaves for plates, and put the plates along the ledge where the brickwork made shelves for her home. She went and sat on the ledge that came out from the bottom of the front door. Here was her seat, and looked at her home, enjoying its inviting coziness. Later, When she was a little older, she went back to visit her granny again, and coming out of the best room into the hallway, she experienced a revelation. This hallway outside the door to the best room was actually the other side of the front door where she used to play. She suddenly realized that all the time she'd been in her home in the front porchway, she was only inches away from this other world, just outside the best room. Just because the front door, had never been opened, she hadn't realized until this moment where she was. This striking her as so meaningful, such a revelation. All the time she'd been playing her games in the porchway, imagining this was her life. She hadn't realized that right behind that front door, where she'd been sitting to eat her berry breakfast off her leaves, cooked over a twig fire with rose petal flames. All that time, right behind her back, had been the world of Granny's best room and the hollow hallway. She had always been safe. She had always been there, but she hadn't realized it until now. Great cosmic opening of the depth of the universe. Extending beyond time and location. Felt in a moment of realization come from nowhere, born of love and introspection. Mm. Mm. You are here on Cha Se Shonen, and you are loved. You are loved, and you are loved always, expanding and beautiful. Thank you for listening, dear